Hey guys, so we are going to do a quick video, tutorial video on rendering, on setting up a scene. Now we're going to put a Ferrari 458 matte black wrap into a photo, and we're gonna position it up, set up the perspective view, match the camera, and we are gonna render it, and let's get going. All right, so hope you guys enjoy this video. It's really simple, and I'll show you how fast you can do that inside of LIGHTWAVE, right? With that being said, let's do it. Okay, so firstly what we need is our backdrop. Okay, so straight away want to go to the image editor, and let's find our picture that we're going to put the car inside. All right, so let's just get our picture, and 458, where's the 458? I just finished servicing this car up, but the lights, I haven't added in the lights for the headlights and rear light, but we can still use it. So here we go. This is our 458. Actually no, I need to get the picture, right? So there, so let's get the picture first. Let's get the see footage. There we go. So this is the image we're going to use for this example, and I think this is a nice little back alley. We can drop the Ferrari inside. It's got a nice lighting to it, so I think it'll contrast quite nicely with the car. So you can see the pixel size as you load the image into the image editor. It gives us the pixel size. So all we're going to do now is set that on the camera, so we match the exact same pixel size. So on the camera we're just going to punch in 1920 by 1200. Okay, so let's head over to the camera, and this is our camera basically. So we're now in the perspective view. So in the perspective view you can pan around, you can 360 pan like this, or you can go side to side, up and down with the mouse. And if you click on this target button, right, it allows you to target is whatever you selected. You can zoom in and out and target and pan around whatever you selected. So as you can see, a LIGHTWAVE's camera has been designed for the VFX industry, for the movie industry. So this is the exact same camera, well, back in the day is what the directors and the movie guys had a rig set up like this. Okay, so that's why you can see that I think LIGHTWAVE is the only software that has an actual shaped camera that looks like a camera. All the other softwares have a tiny little box or a tiny little triangle, and they haven't taken the time to actually make the camera look like a camera. So this is one of the key reasons why I actually chose to work in LIGHTWAVE 3D. And the other thing is that when I started off in 3D, the user interface for LIGHTWAVE was really simple. And if you look at the buttons here up top, you can easily just cycle through the tabs, and it's really simple. And the cool thing about it has so much free space on the screen, so you're not drowning in tabs and stacks and modifiers and tons of things. So this user interface was really clean at the time, and this is what got me into LIGHTWAVE. So anyway, let's set our camera up, right? So basically, let's just come in and go into camera view, and let's change our camera to match the picture. Let's do it, right? So 1920, we got that, and the other one is 1200. Okay, so let's punch in 1200 over there, and we're gonna use three passes on the max samples. I think that should be enough, and we're gonna leave everything exactly the same. Okay, so now we are going to just go and put in our image. So we're going to go to backdrop options, and we are just going to go to compositing tab, right? And we're just going to find our picture, and there it is right there, and boom. So that's our picture. Let's save our scene. Save our scene, and let's put it inside the same 458 folder. Right, okay, so next what we want to do is we want to load our car. So we'll just go to load object, and let's get our car. And this is the one that I surfaced, and so let's just drop that in. So straight away what you'll notice is that the car is not matching the camera view, okay? And don't worry about the lighting and stuff, we'll fix it up just now. So basically let's just we need to put in a ground plane to match the photo. And so let's do that. And as you can see, this is quite a high poly count car, so it's quite a good quality mesh. It's very high detailed mesh, so you can get a nice photorealistic render. Okay, so let's put in our ground plane. The reason we need the ground plane is so we can match the scene. All right, so I'm just going to draw a box like so around the car. Let's center it. F3 is to drop it center, and I think that we are good to go. Alright, so let's just put that in the same layer as the car. And let us just make that a surface name. Let's call it ground. And and let us just save this, and let's close this down. Alright, so here we have our ground plane, and I'm gonna switch back to camera view. Right, and so now we're just gonna click on the camera, and we are going to match the perspective of the photo. So we're just gonna click on match perspective, and we are going to basically just match it. So the green lines are for, let's just go into this view here. So the green lines are the heights. So you want to match the closest vertical sort of guide inside the photo, and for the previous one at the furthest away from the closer to the vanishing point is where you want to place the other one. And we have the blue lines go into the photo. That's how they are positioned, going to the vanishing point. So we're just going to grab one and pull it down, and we're going to match it to the road. So on the left of the road, you can see we can follow the pavement and we can line that up. And in the other one, we can do exactly the same. We can follow the other side of the photo, and let's go with that view, edge of the pavement there, and let's bring it down there. And for the horizontal, we have the red guides, and for this one, let's match it up with that. And let's pull it across here, so it looks something like that, this, and the other one will do the exact same thing. Guys, by the way, I'm doing this quite slow so you can actually see the whole process. But if I was doing it fast, I would have done this in 5 minutes, but it's just to show you how you can do it, right? Also taking my time and doing it so that new people who have not used LIGHTWAVE before can see the process. I'm just going to move that light up out of the screen. And now we can see that our car is in the correct perspective match. So you can use the XYZ in the bottom corner to move the car, or you can just move it by clicking the pivot point with the mouse, and we can move the car that way. Alright, so I think that this is a good view. So now what we're going to do is let's save our scene, and let us just add the same image into the backdrop. So we're going to use this to create some reflections on the car so we can match the scene. So we're just going to leave it on planar. We're going to just load the exact same picture in here. So here's this one, and let's just go 150 on there, and let's activate VPR, and let's see what everything looks like. So let me switch the texture environment off so you can see the difference. This was the car before, and now it's back on. Okay, so now we are going to match the ground plane. So we're just going to we're going to shift click onto the floor below the car, and we just come on over here and click on the color map. This is where we texture stuff, and basically we're just going to go for the same image again, and we're going to choose our projection mapping to front, and so that matches the perspective scene. And we can see that there is some slight offset in the ground, so we just want to make that slightly brighter so we can match the backplate. And I think that should do it 18.5, and so that's it. And now we're going to fix our lighting. So let's jump over to the light, and let's just change this to a scattering light. I'm going to go over the dome, and we are going to make a shadow catcher. So let's just see if this helps our scene. So, and let's just put this back down to 0. So that's our shadow catcher there, right? So on our dome lights, we are just going to leave it at maybe 40%, okay? And on our car, I think that let's just do some surfacing, alright? So let's just um, okay, now let's just leave things as they are, and let's just do a test render, alright? So we're going to add a toolmate pass via the nodal filter, and on our camera we're going to set sorry, let's just add the nodal pass first. We'll just add antialiasing. And let's just do a test render. And as you can see, this is our car. Alright. However, if we look at the photo, we can see that is some depth of field happening on in the photo. So we need to move the car slightly back because there is a blur focus set on the camera. If you look at the ground of the photo, you can see that there is a lot of blurring going on bricks on the road. So to match the photo better, we're going to have to move the car backwards to maybe somewhere here.
Tonight I'm going to find out. Tonight I'm going to put it to the supreme test. I'll activate the creature. If it lives, then my triumph will be complete, Dr. Amara. And I'll be rich. But this is monstrous, Doctor. This thing I created.
So let's just see, maybe somewhere here.
And you watch it. Now then, life with a robot.
So just to give the car, but to make the car look a bit more convincing in the scene, we're going to add a sun, a global sun into the scene to give us a bit more realistic shadow. And so let's just give this another render, see what that looks like. And there we have it. All right.
This is great, Doctor! The greatest invention! No human being on this earth can oppose me, do you understand? Because the robot utilizes radium and has sufficient power to disintegrate anything in the world.
What's the matter, Sonny? Are you scared?
They will be dead, along with everything else on this planet.
Son, you don't know anything yet.
And so if you look at the headlights, right, this looks a lot more convincing. But now if you look at the headlights, what LIGHTWAVE can also do is we can simulate the rainbow haze effect, or the rainbow reflection highlight effect on the headlights. So if you look at headlights of this car, right, the 458, this is a real car. You can see, if you make this full screen, you can see that there is some type of greenish purple blue reflection inside the headlight. Okay, so that's something to do with the sunlight, and when you wipe the headlight with soap and water and you wipe it off, the leftover residue, I think it mixes with light and leaves a type of rainbow haze sheen on the headlight. So you can achieve the same effect in LIGHTWAVE by adding an interference layer. So if I switch this off and I switch this back on, you can see that we are getting the similar effect. Okay, and so and if you come here and you play with the diffuse, you can adjust the intensity or the level of the rainbow haze effect. So if I go into the perspective view and we just pan around it, you will see what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's just get our car. So here it is. So if you look at it, you see there is the rainbow haze effect. And so if you come back to the real car, you have it right there. So and we can also add so you can get your car renders looking extremely photorealistic, okay, with the right lighting. So I just added a small reflection blur on the headlight so we can get some of the headlight details coming through from inside the headlight. So let's switch back to the camera view and let's do a 4K render. So let's save this and let's just save our scene, save everything, and let's just do a 4K. So as you saw at the very end of the render, you saw the pass going over the screen. There was the let's just look at the windshield. Okay, so reflection on the windshield looks similar. Also, we have an overcast scene, so it won't be as bright as this one, and our car is matte. So let's just do one more thing to fix up this render. We can fix up the shadow a little bit more, and we can fix out the level of the shader. So basically, let's just do that. If we go to the render settings, we come down to the ray, we can increase the shader setting up to maybe 6, right? And let's just increase light samples up to 3, and on our sun, let's just add some scattering on the sun. So let's just make this 1, and now let's do another. Let's save our scene again. And let's just do one more. just render. And actually, yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, and that's it, and that's our car, and when they're done, so I hope you liked this video, and if you want to know how I achieve the photorealistic matte black wrap on the surfacing of the car, I will show you that. It's just 100% reflection blurring. So let's just save out our render 458 street cam, and just take a look at the other passes. I think linear works best for this view because the photo was taken in low level lighting. So for any low level lit photography such as this, I think you will stick to the linear color space, so you get the rich blacks coming through, and you will get the best matching in terms of the scene lighting and so on. Yeah, so that's that. So if you want to know how we are achieving the matte black wrap, basically if I click on the surface layer, all it is 100% reflection blurring. We're using the ray trace of the car plus the backdrop, and obviously Odin denoiser takes care of finishing any blurring artifacts. So that's basically it. And if you go to the color, that's that. This is our wrap. That's the color of our wrap, and I'm just going to remove this layer because we don't need that anymore. And the reflection here is 100% incidence angle. Go to the settings, 0 there, 100 there, and smoothing is set to 35. Points are double-sided, and so yep. And only twist the polys to double-sided because in case there's any problems with the mesh or a poly is facing the wrong way, it'll make sure that it will fold that poly and you'll get a cast off shadow, so there'll be no gaps in the shadow fall off. So yeah, let's just save this scene and save all objects. And that's that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys on the next video. And the same way you set up this scene, you could actually set up the same way if you wanted to drop in a video as a LIGHTWAVE backdrop. You could have also dropped in a video and then set up the scene the exact same way and rendered your mesh or your car over a video, any video that you find on YouTube or wherever you get it from, or even footage that you've taken yourself. You can set up the same scene the same way and then render your car inside of that video footage. So I will catch you guys on the next video.